you know what is called golgappe in English? Pani puri, you know pani puri?
Yes, I know. Like, I think water balls. I don't know
Yeah,
it.
water balls. So like the feeling of using that water balls and then pani puri, it is like different. Like the emotions, we add some emotion in it. That okay, I am having pani puri, but I am having like water balls. You know, like okay, you are having your water, regular water, like that. So
Yes.
it is very interesting that when we use some words in our native words, right, native language. How do you practice your confidence? How do you manage your eye contact? What are the practices are you doing these days? Is I am taking online coaching classes as well. I am teaching students English, how to speak English confidently. So
Oh,
I am feeling good that they are learning. They are speaking English. They are becoming comfortable. They are becoming confident speaker. Because
today I
what happened in our country? Shalu Kumawat, she is from Pink City, Jaipur. She is an art student and she wished to complete her post graduation as well, and she want to learn this language. And I have invited her, and she will also share her journey, why she has started this journey, and what she will do once she become fluent speaker in English. So welcome to my channel, Shalu.
okay, thank you so much. Like, first of all, I am not very fluent speaker. I'm also a learner. And I
Yes.
started the journey because I gave some interviews, but I was not selected because the lack
Hmm.
of communication skill in English language.
Yes. Yeah.
Moment started my English journey, and still I'm doing. So, like, I want to learn English. Like, in future, I will be teaching English. Maybe. Let's see what will happen.
Yeah, that is nice that you have started your journey because you want to crack your interviews. I have seen people, they complete their graduation, post graduation, and when they apply for interviews and when they apply for job, so they get fail in that interview. So, what is the main reason of getting fail in that interview? Is it only because of lack of communication skills, or other measures are also there to not get selected in that specific interview?
We have to good command on that language, and whenever we are giving any kind of interview, so we should to like aware about like non-verbal skills, like your body language, your eye contact, your confidence. So these are the very essential part, so you have to care about that.
How do you practice your confidence? How do you manage your eye contact? What are the practices are you doing these days?
Okay, so like whenever I interact with someone, so I just try to be like active, and just try to
Mhm.
be active. So this kind of things I always try, and I always be try to maintain eye contact. And apart
Yes.
from this, so this kind of things I'm doing.
What is exactly eye contact means? Sometimes, like some people do not make eye contact; they just look here and there, and they are not comfortable to making eye contact. What is the main reason behind it? Is there any specific reason, or like we can't stare at some person? Like if you are just speaking with that person, you can also move your eyes here and there sometime, because everyone wants some time to think, right? So, what is the difference between eye contact and staring at that person?
That is a more difference. Like whenever you are staring someone, so some person will like other person will very his like awkward. So you just try to
Yes.
maintain a proper eye contact. You can watch some videos. There are a lot of videos, and just
Yes.
like when you start, so like it's little bit difficult, but after some time you will be like very comfortable in that.
My next question is that about interview only. If you are the candidate and you got rejected in that interview, so how do you deal with that situation? How do you motivate yourself?
Have experienced this kind of situation, and like
Mhm.
I faced like I rejected some interviews, but what is the like positive, like what is the best part, that part of time I learned something new, so that things will help you to in my next interview. So I just happy I will learn something new.
Yeah, that is nice that you have mentioned that you work on the things that you have got filled in that interview. Like prepare, well prepare updated questions. Like tell me about yourself. Do you have any questions for me? So in that case, it becomes very difficult for that candidate to ask any question. We might hesitant about asking question. So in this case, we can ask them that yes, I have question. Don't say no. No means that you are not interested in that post.
Yes.
You are so hurry to get out from that room. So do not do that. Ask, allow them, and allow yourself that yes, I want to ask questions about what is the work and whom I am going to work with. And what are the things and what are the difficulties team is facing nowadays, and what kind of challenges I need to face in future, like that, and who is organizing this team. This, if you're asking these questions, so obviously the impression will be different, and obviously they will select you because you are interested in their post, and they will, and you are actually want to know that what is happening in that organization. And it shows the mutual interest, like your interest as well and that HR interest as well, that they are actually watching some profit of their organization, and they want that candidate must be very active, and that candidate must have interest in their like organization. If you know what are the difficulties are they facing in their organization, it means it shows that you are very intelligent, and if you are good in predicting, so if you are running business, so your future is bright.
Right.
Yes.
So like, so have you faced any kind of interview?
Yes, yes, yes. I have faced lots of interviews. Sometime I got rejected, and after that I just work on that rejections, and I got selected in many interviews.
So like, have you
Yes,
worked before anywhere? Have you
yes,
experienced?
yes. I worked on some project. It was like an account projects, and I completed project, and after that and after that I was searching job US based opportunity, and for that we actually need to work on our communication. So nowadays I am taking online coaching classes as well. I am teaching students English, how to speak English confidently. So
Oh,
I am feeling good that they are learning. If they are speaking English, they are becoming comfortable. They are becoming confident speaker. Because what happened in our country, like even if you are English medium student, you do not get that opportunity. You have that degree, like English medium degree, and you are engineer, doctor, and whatever it is. But when things comes to the practicals, and you someone asks you to speak in English, so we are not able to speak in English. And because of that, sometimes we become very like underconfident that see, I have this much degree but I am not able to speak in English. So it makes you underconfident. And because of that I have started this journey. I am also like sharing my content on YouTube as well, and I'm also taking classes, online classes. And because of that I know that there are some areas and people are not afford the high price of classes. So I have reduced that classes fees as well. The trial session available only at 29 rupees, and they can also buy the weekly sessions and monthly session according to their like comfort, and according to their financial savings as well. So I am focusing on how they will get lots of time, like that. And sometimes what happen, if you are getting the free classes, people are not paying attention, but you, if you are just investing your some money, so you will not give the importance of that classes, but you will give the importance of that money, that because you have invested your money in that classes.
right. That's true.
Yes. Yes. So have you ever experienced these things that there were some situation that you actually need to speak, but you did not speak because of the lack of confidence in English, and because of you are not able to speak in English? Do you want to share your experience?
Actually, yes, that part of time I gave my first interview. So they
Mm-hmm.
asked me some questions, but I was not able to convey my message. So that part of
Mm-hmm.
time, it's lack of confidence and lack of vocabulary as well. So that part of
Yes.
time, I didn't able to explain myself.
Yes. How do you start this journey then? Like after getting rejection in that interviews, what you have exactly done? How did you start your practice? Can you please share your journey of learning this language?
Actually, I knew about this language during my college, but I was not consistent. So almost I'm doing this practice around 7 months. Yes.
For 7 months. Wow, dear, you are a very hardworking person. And it is clear message to audience that they are always ask you that is it possible to become fluent speaker in English within a month, within a day, within a week. So it is just eye opening message to them that no, it take time. And even I have talked with the fluent speaker, and I talked with the numbers of people. I asked them there how much time it will take to become a fluent speaker. They told me that not less than 1 year. You must be consistent in this language. If you are fluent speaker and if you are not practicing, so it become very difficult for you to become a fluent speaker as well. If
Right.
I think that and if I believe that I am fluent speaker and I stop practicing and stop speaking in English, so I will get back to that zero. If you are not consistent, so you will not become a fluent speaker, you will not stay anymore fluent speaker.
Right. Practice is
Yes.
must. You need to practice.
How much time do you spend for this learning this language?
Okay, so to be honest, it's depend on the day, but I practice my English almost 2 and 3 hours. And right
Hmm.
now I'm working on the fourth pillar. I just try to listen a lot of English content as much as I can. And I do speaking practice as well. And apart from this, I'm just reading and writing. So this kind of things I'm doing as
Hmm.
much as I.
Yes, each day we must speak at least for 20 minutes in a day. If you are not speaking 20 minutes in a day, so again you need to work hard. Even I have seen people, they were practicing more than 6 hours in a day. They just involving and they just immersing themselves in this language. They were listening English content, they were writing in English, they were watching in English content, they were speaking with people. They were like every, and they had reduced their local content as well. If you are not reducing the local content, so again you will suffer a lot, and you will end up with using some Hindi and Marathi and some your local words in the in your language. Sudha Murthy ma'am do that, she is a fluent speaker, and
Yes.
I am her big fan. So she use some like Hindi words and all, but it gives some like different touch to her language, and it is acceptable in our country.
Yes.
Yeah,
So first,
sometimes using that local and native words and regional words give some touch to that language, and we feel like that okay, we are different in the sense that we are using that words. So sometimes it is good to use that words. Do you do that? Like if I'm asking, may I know what is called samosa in English?
no, I don't know. Actually, what like street food and whatever kind of food, like so I use in a our language, like dal bati churma. So I don't try to speak in English. I usually say like dal
Yes.
bati churma. That's it.
Yes, yes, and actually, as you know that golgappe, there is no we do not enjoy to saying that word in English. In By the way, do you know what is called golgappe in English? Pani puri, pani puri.
Yes, yes, I know. Like I think water balls. I don't know
Yeah,
it.
water ball. So like the feeling of using that water balls and then pani puri, it is like different. Like the emotions, we add some emotion in it. That okay, I am having pani puri, but I am having like water balls. Okay, you are having your water, regular water, like that. So
Yes.
it is very interesting that when we use some words in our native words, right, native language.
Okay,
Yeah.
so first
So
I would like to know about you. I don't know about you.
yes, so I am villager and farmer's daughter, and I have started my YouTube journey because I want to tell people that you can learn English from anywhere. I have seen people are here in my place as well. They are not interested in learning language, but when you speak this language, so you can tell them anyone that you can learn English from anywhere. In fact, you are in living in city and you think that you are not able to join any classes. So without classes, you can learn English, but again you will not speak grammatical English, and no one is there to give you feedback. Like we are having this conversation, but
Right.
there are no feedbacks. If I'm making mistakes, so you will not give me feedback. Or sometime because of we do not spend a lots of time, and because of that we do not know that person is not comfortable to taking that feedbacks as well, right?
Right.
But when you join in paid platforms, in that platform certified tutors are there, easy for you to accept that feedbacks if you are getting that feedbacks from certified tutors. And it's happened same with me. I used to have some sessions on the paid platform. It's a clapping go, and
Yes.
there I used to get feedbacks and I work on my feedbacks. Like you told me that Dipali, you need to work on your grammar, you need to work on this area, you need to work on this area, and I revisit that same recordings and I used to make notes. I used to speak more and more, because ultimately when you will speak more, so you will make lots of mistake, and the tutor give you lots of feedbacks. But if you are not speaking, if you are just speaking very less words and less sentences, so you will not get any feedback, you will get very less feedback. So more you will speak, more you will get feedbacks and more you will improve. And consistency, if you are consistent in this language, so everything become easy. And even you feel like okay, like it is not very difficult language, it become very easy to learn this language. Thank you, dear, for joining this session, and you have shared your journey. And you also mentioned that why did you start your journey? Like you were rejected in some interviews, but you haven't take your step back. You work on your skills. You are working on your skills. I hope you will crack interview and you will get the position that you are waiting for. So destiny always has something different planned for everyone. So I am wishing for your best career. Thank you so much for joining this session.
Same here. It was nice conversation, and this session I learned something new. So that helps me a lot. Have a nice
Yeah,
day.
thank you, dear. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for joining this session. Bye, take care. See you again.